to add the Jotform trigger node in n8n and start a workflow automatically whenever someone submits a specific Jotform. First, open your n8n workspace in a web browser, sign in, and wait for the dashboard to load. On the overview page, click Create Workflow to open a blank workflow editor. Before doing anything else, click on the default workflow title at the top and rename it to something descriptive like Jotform Lead Automation or Customer Inquiry Workflow. This keeps your workspace organized as you build more automations. Now click the plus button on the canvas, search for Jotform trigger, and select it. That node becomes the starting point of your automation, listening for new responses from your chosen form. Open the Jotform trigger node and, if you haven't connected Jotform before, click Create New Credential. You'll need your Jotform API key and API domain. Open Jotform in a separate browser tab. Go to your account settings, open the API section, and click Create New Key. Give it a descriptive name. This helps later if you manage multiple keys. Then copy the generated key. Return to n8n, paste it into the credential field, and choose the correct API domain. Most users select the default Jotform API domain unless they use EU Safe Forms or HIPAA forms. Click Save, then go back to the Jotform trigger node and select the credential you just created. Once connected, the node will unlock additional configuration options. Find the form field, click the drop-down, and select the Jotform you want to monitor. If you have many forms, take a moment to pick the right one. Double-check the form name and ID before moving on. Review the node configuration to confirm the correct credential and form are selected. This node simply waits for new submissions. It doesn't need a schedule or webhook because the Jotform integration handles that automatically. Now click Listen for Test Event or Test Step depending on your n8n version. The node will start waiting for a submission, so leave n8n open and don't close the workflow during testing. Open your Jotform in a separate tab, launch the live version, and fill it out with realistic sample information, things like a name, email, phone number, and comments. Click Submit. Switch back to n8n, and you should see the Jotform trigger node execute automatically. Click on the node to inspect the output. You'll see the submitted data returned as JSON. Spend a few minutes exploring it. Look for the submission ID, form ID, the submitted answers, uploaded files, and the submission date. Understanding this structure makes it much easier to map fields into the next nodes you add. Click the plus button to add another node after the Jotform trigger. Common choices include Google Sheets, Gmail, Slack, HubSpot, Airtable, Notion, ClickUp, Asana, or an HTTP request node. Connect the new node to the trigger and map the incoming fields. For example, map the respondent's name and email from the Jotform output into a new row in Google Sheets or a contact in HubSpot. Continue adding nodes until your workflow performs every action you need, like saving submissions, sending notifications, creating tasks, or updating a CRM. Run another test by submitting a second response through your form. Then watch each node execute and verify that data passes correctly to every connected application. If a node fails, inspect its execution details to troubleshoot before moving on. Once everything works, click Save to preserve your trigger configuration and all nodes you've added. Get in the habit of saving after every major change. Now locate the int active toggle near the top of the workflow editor and switch it to active. Once activated, n8n continuously listens for new submissions from your selected Jotform. Every future response will automatically start your workflow without requiring manual execution. After activation, open the executions page, submit a few more form responses, and watch new executions appear. Open individual executions to review the submission data, workflow path, node outputs, and execution duration. Monitoring your execution history confirms the automation continues working reliably and helps you catch any issues early. Since this automation can handle lead capture, customer inquiries, job applications, event registrations, support requests, surveys, and many other business processes, the Jotform trigger gives you a powerful way to eliminate manual checking and instantly route data wherever you need it. Before activating, submit several test responses with different data types. Include optional fields, long text, uploaded files, and empty values to verify your workflow handles various scenarios correctly. Spend time reviewing the JSON output from the trigger so you understand exactly which field names n8n returns. That makes mapping into sheets, CRMs, or project tools much smoother. If your forms allow file uploads, note those require additional steps depending on how you want to process or store them. Rename your nodes, arrange them logically, and add notes to keep the workflow organized. Consider adding an error handler workflow or enabling retry on fail on nodes that communicate with external services, so temporary API issues don't stop your whole automation. And periodically double-check your Jotform trigger credentials and configuration to keep the connection valid. A few minutes of maintenance now saves you headaches later. If you found this helpful, save the video or bookmark these steps to revisit whenever you set up a new form integration.